Hello everybody and welcome to my timeline park. My name is Jason and this is my stage 6 submission for Deurklinks Timeline Contest. This stage only takes place in the year 2003, which was the peak season of BonBon-Land's history so far. In this season, as I teased for in last episode, German manufacturer Gerstlauer, they built this brand new concept of a roller coaster. It's called the Euro-Fighter, and it has been replicated a lot since then. It's maybe one of the most popular models ever. I would assume the one they sold the most of, but this was the first one. First time also that we saw a beyond vertical drop on a roller coaster. You can see it right here, made with some track merging and such. But yeah, this was quite a sensational roller coaster when it opened back in 2003. Nowadays it's a bit outdated, but the first drop is still magnificent and without a doubt the best drop in Denmark also on any coaster. The rest of the layout, not so much to say. There's a bit of an overbank turn here, and then it leads into the loop, as you see here, a pretty decent loop, and then hit the mid-course brake run. After that it's just a small curve drop and a helix leading into a final floater airtime hill that will send you into the brakes. So a pretty simple layout, but a really fun ride. And back then in 2003, this was, yeah, as I said, a sensational ride that really put BonBon-Land on the map worldwide. It was also pretty well-themed roller coaster experience, I would say. One of the better still in Denmark. Not the best at all by any means, but pretty well executed. You can see there's details like this half a tire here as an entrance arch into this massive merchandise shop, and there's a big truck outside the entrance to the actual coaster with some different characters, racing characters here and there. The ride is called Vild-Svinet, the wild boar, and the main character here is of course a wild boar called Viggo Vild-Svin, and you'll see him several places around the park. But yeah, quite a fun ride for sure. There's also some signs here. This sign over here has a lot of ads on it, and this sign here showcases some of the stats for the ride. So yeah, without a doubt a sensational addition to the park, and as I also said, this was the peak season of BonBon-Land, where more than 600,000 guests visited. They haven't even been close to those numbers ever since. Other than that, there's actually not too much to see here, but I just want to highlight that all the employees inside the factory here, they are getting sacked. Here's a boss with bad news, because it is official that the factory will close down for good now. BonBon-Land sold the rights to all the candy a few years before, and now this factory where it all began, it will also close down. Quite a tragedy for a lot of employees, but that's life. Also, another thing I forgot to showcase early on was this memorial wall here. There used to be a cinema behind here all the way from stage 1, but it has now been closed down, and instead you can see a lot of pictures of BonBon-Land through the history. But yeah, other than that, not too much to show here. It was all about the coaster in this stage, and I'm really satisfied with how it turned out. I tried to add in as many details as possible, even though this game has a lot of limitations, of course. But yeah, that's all I had for you now. See you next time. Take care. Goodbye.